Hey Tank, what's up?
Tom, what to do, Wow?
How you doing, man?
Oh, man, I'm good, man.
Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview. I'm a huge fan of yours and been looking forward to it.
I appreciate it.
But I want to start out, talking to you about the play you're currently featured in Marriage Material. Tell me about how you got the opportunity and how the experience has been.
Well, I've done plays with these guys before. The guys that put this one out, did one called I've been looking gold diggers with them back in like 2006.
Yeah.
So they were very familiar, with what I do and, the kind of, the characters I like to get on stage and have fun with, that type of thing. So it was really easy, man. But, I mean, most importantly, the cast is really cool, man. I'm out here with Alan Payne, who's been a good friend of mine for years. I mean, to meet Jill and just meeting T-Boz, maybe
Hmm.
I've been knowing Michael Collier for years. I mean, it's like super easy, like, to get on stage and have fun with these guys.
Yeah. Cool. Do you see yourself getting into more acting, in the future?
Well, I mean, I have a movie just coming out, Rich's Kid. It's on DVD right now, so yeah, top of the year we're gonna start getting into a whole lot more stuff.
Okay. Cool. All right. I want to talk to you about the new album you got coming, Now or Never, your fourth studio album. Where did you come up with the title for it?
It just hit me one day, man. I just felt it was urgent. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
really make a project to, really fight for my genre of music, which is R&B.
Yeah.
And I think that now is the time to take that stand, take the stand for the real musicianship and the real lyricists and the real vocalists. You know what I mean? And people that really work hard to do this thing.
Hmm.
And we have to take that stand now, or we're losing forever.
Yeah. I was pretty happy, when I first heard Sex Music and Emergency because, they were good, solid R&B songs, and you never tried to stoop to any gimmicks or try to make pop commercial R&B for the radio. How important is it to
Yes,
you to
sir.
make that type of music?
Um, well, I look at it in two ways. I mean, you have to be entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in order to be entertaining, there's got to be people there to use it entertain.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, maybe the poppier or maybe the more straight ahead your music is, the more people will hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get more people to come and you'll be able to introduce them to things. You know what I'm saying? And so far, my approach has been to try and fuse the two without just totally compromising. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
trying to find the balance between current and classic R&B.
Yeah. Yeah. Even when I heard the song you did with Drake, I was a little skeptical at first when I heard you did a song with him, but it was actually I felt that was a good R&B song as well. So, I'm happy with
Yeah, no, it's an R&B record. Yes.
yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, and that was the point. It was the point of it was to bring Drake to my world, not necessarily try and run all into his, just because he's not right now, but to find a happy medium between the both of us that
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Very good approach on that. Um, how would you compare this album to your Sex, Love, and Pain album, which did very well on the charts? Did you stick with the same formula, would you say?
No, I think I'm a lot happier with this album.
Okay.
No more
Yeah.
heartbreakers and I hate yous and all of those songs. I'm appreciating and celebrating. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? A whole lot more in this album.
Yeah. Okay. I know, the album went through a couple name changes. At one point, it was going to be Sex, Love, and Pain 2, The All Night Experience. And at one point, the first single was going to be Wanted. What made you have the change and all that?
But honestly, I'll tell you, I just sat with the music too long.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm one of those guys, like, I'm always trying to outdo myself, so, like, those albums, I still have those albums, all those songs, you know what I mean, they're still just sitting there, but, I just, the more time changes, and as I grow into different spaces, I just want to do new and try new and different things, and so that's just what happened with Now and Never. Once we got this Atlantic thing going and really started grooving and moving,
Hmm.
it just inspired me to do something else, and Now or Never is the result of that.
Yeah. All right, cool. It's been over 3 years since your Sex, Love, and Pain album, and I know you do, tons of writing for other artists and work with all these artists. Do you think there would be less time in between albums if you, just focus on your own, or like, tell me about that.
Um, the time really doesn't concern me. You know, um, I've been blessed to be able to take, I took 5 years off and came back with Sex Love and Penny and had a great
Mhm.
There is, I have a space and I have a place, you know what I'm saying, in music. So I'm not really concerned with the time. You know, I would like to maybe put out, you know, an album every, you know, maybe year and a half, you know, say 2 years, that type of things, and in between that, get some holiday things going, and you know what I mean, maybe some soundtrack stuff going, you know what I mean, just keep it alive. But I'm very happy with, you know, just having a little space and, you know, having people desire to hear my music.
Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you a little bit more about your songwriting. You know, working with other artists. How do you, you know, switch gears between working on a project with another artist and then focusing on yourself? Like, what's the balance like there?
Um, when I write songs for other people, I literally write songs for other people. Like I don't write like what do I want to hear me sing.
Mhm.
You know, I listen to their projects, I listen to things that they've done, and I say, okay, what can they do, and where have they been, and can I stretch them a little bit? You know what I mean, creatively, just to take what they do to the next level.
Yeah.
I don't sell anybody me. You know what I mean? I'm not out there trying to make a bunch of tank clones.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not writing and producing for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make them them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I keep, you know, my music, when I do my music for me, it's just automatic. I have a thing that I do for me that is just me. You know what I mean? And I just don't give that away.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. I want to ask you about a song you did a few years back. This song "Strip Club." I was reading you sold that song to Marcus Houston, and eventually it didn't make his album. You know, does this type of thing usually happen? Like, does that happen often? Where
What song you say? You said what song I felt to him?
"Strip Club"?
Strip Club? Oh, in love. On love and Strip Club?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I took that song back from him.
Oh, okay.
It did not make his album. It was getting ready to. It was an honorary album. I took it.
Hmm. And then
We thought it would be great, you know, great record for me, you know, once we finished it. I was like, hey, man, if I think it's great for me, let's keep it. And we smashed it back. And Timbaland remixed it, and we went from there.
yeah, and then it turned into "I Love Them Girls" on the Sex, Love and Pain, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, cool. When that type of thing happens, does that ever happen where you would give a song to an artist and it doesn't make their album? Like, does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, most of the time I don't use the songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I tend to make records for artists, and, you know, sometimes it just has their thing on it. And I don't want to be nobody else, and I don't want nobody to be me.
Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you about a personal favorite artist of mine that you worked with years ago, and that's Static Major. You know, what was your relationship like with him, and what was it like working with him?
I was my guy. I mean, you know, it was family. So, you know, it was easy to make magic with Static. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what he knew how to do. And, you know, I came up, you know, listening to, you know, songs that Static. My first tour, I was singing songs that Static wrote, big hits.
Yeah.
And he wrote for Genuine and wrote for Leah. So,
Hmm.
it was an honor.
Yeah.
And then it turned into family, and from there it was just, you know, it was just what it was at that point. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's sorely missed. Great writer, great entertainer, great everything. Sorely missed.
Yeah, definitely is. On your second album, One Man, he was credited, you know, in the writing credits for Unpredictable and So Many Times, and I was just wondering, did he, because they sound like more of your style than his, did he co-write those with you, or how did that go down?
No, he wrote those himself.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, I did. I produced Unpredictable, but he wrote it.
Yeah.
And he wrote So Many Times.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, you know, that's all Static, and that was probably maybe Static just, you know, coming into my world. We had an appreciation for each other's craft.
Yeah.
You know, so it worked perfect. You know what I'm saying? Going to the studio with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't second guess anything he wrote or anything he told me to sing. I just did it.
Mhm. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. You know, I also want to know, like, what you remember about working with Aaliyah on the songs "I Can Be" and "What If" from her Aaliyah album. What do you remember most about those sessions?
Fortunately, with those sessions, she was shooting Queen of the Damned over in Australia, and I was just when I was getting ready to start a promo, so I didn't get to make the trip.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, she told me specifically what kind of record she wanted. You know what I mean? And she kind of wanted a little dangerous, a little sexy, that type of thing. And, you know, I got to go in I know you can write it for me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was happy that I was able to deliver. You know, they were records that she actually loved them, and when she recorded them, you know what I mean, she did her thing.
Yeah. Cool. You know, since you've had so many hits over the years, you know, do you find labels coming to you? You know, we need to get Tank, you know, to work with our artists. We need a hit. You know, do you find that thing happening more and more often?
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
what I do. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's you know, it's the process just continues. You know, they don't come to me for album cuts. They
Yeah.
come to get records. So, you know, we've been able to do well at keeping, you know, servicing record companies with great records that they can use to, you know, make a great body of work with. So,
Hmm.
yeah, they still calling.
Do you feel any pressure, you know, when they come to you like that for a hit, or are you just business as usual?
No, I just do music.
Yeah.
Let the music speak for it.
Yeah.
You know, we
Okay.
just go in, we just have fun, and we just make music. Man, the pressure needs no, music needs no pressure to cook.
Yep. Haha. All right. Cool. I want to ask you about TGT. You know, do you feel if you guys had remained as a group, if it would have worked out, the sound you guys had as a group would have worked on radio, you know, today? Because there's not really many male groups doing music these days.
But I think our three voices on anything would have worked on any radio station, on any TV station,
Yeah.
in any arena venue you could think of. Like, that was a magical thing, man. And I hope it just still has action and happening. You know what I mean? So we've been talking about it, and hopefully this thing can still happen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping it does too. You know, it's been almost 10 years since your debut, Force of Nature. You know, what major differences do you see since you came in the industry in R&B and the you know the shape of the industry now with R&B?
I mean, it's not at the forefront. You know what I mean? You know, rap has kind of come in and kind of taken over. You know what I mean? We get mainstream by singing a rap book. You know what I mean? Whereas back in the day, you know, they weren't mainstream unless we were on their record.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, the roles have just kind of changed a little bit, and now we got to fight a little harder to survive. But you know, working hard. You know, you just got to get out of the streets and you got to campaign, just like down the street campaign. You know, it's running for president now. It's no longer just about selling records.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think it's coming back soon, like R&B to the forefront?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, it's getting ready to make a charge right now. I mean, you got a bunch of R&B albums and things like that getting ready to come out at the end of the year. So, you know, Keisha Cole and Jamie and myself and, you know, Dre's already out. Usher's doing well. Chris Brown is getting ready to put another mixtape. Drake is getting ready to do an R&B mixtape. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's getting ready to be major.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about an artist you'd like to work with that you haven't got a chance to already.
You know, I'm trying to, you know, me and Brandy keep saying we'll get together and really do something, and I'm hoping we can. And then, you know, I'm hoping I can work with, you know, somebody of the likes of Josh Groban or Celine Dion, that type, and make some, you know, just make some crazy music like that.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be crazy. You know, a lot of your material has leaked on the internet, you know, over the past few years and demos and all that. You know, how does that affect you and does that bother you?
Well, if it wasn't good music, it would probably hurt me. But, you know, it's good music, you know, so people, I see it on YouTube and all those things, and people are saying that, you know, they love the music, and when it's coming out, that type of thing, it's almost kind of helped create the anticipation for this album.
Yeah.
I will say that it was wrongly done, and the people that are responsible for that, you know, legal action will be taken.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's kind of helped, you know, as an artist, you know, and from a, I don't know, just from a present standpoint, it's kept my voice alive.
Yeah, true. Okay, Tank, is there anything else you'd like to add?
December 14th now or never, or pre-order it now on therealtank.com.
Okay, cool. Tank, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
All right, take care.